All right, let's start. I have Jorge Gina somewhere in the ether with me. Maybe there, maybe not. We're going to start with some breathing, and this might be a shorter session, but working on breathing, movement, awareness, maybe some balance. Starting, I'm going to be seated on this ball, and you could be seated. Seated is probably better than standing for this. What we're going to do is we're going to do 12 inhale, exhales, big ones, like that type of thing. And then we're going to do a breath hold for anywhere between 15 and 45 seconds. And then we're going to exhale that out and inhale again, and a short breath hold, and then a little regular breathing, and then we'll start again. So this is, if you don't do a lot of deep breathing practices and suddenly you're giving your body all this oxygen, you're doing this movement, this deep breathing, it could make you feel a little woozy or a little dizzy. So that's why you want to be seated. Ideally, if you haven't done this before, you probably don't want to be seated on a ball. But here we go. Here we go. Deep exhale. Inhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in and hold. Relax your body. You can draw in and up on the inside, relax out and down on the outside. Slow exhale with a hiss. Big inhale. Short hold. Let it go. So what I like to do when I'm in that breath hold, because I feel like there's a lot of excitation, a lot of upregulation, a lot of sympathetic response in the breath hold. Your body's going, oh my God, can I breathe? So I like to feel what's going on in there, but on the outside of my body, I think of really relaxing. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's okay though. You're okay. Everything's fine. And I just see if I can keep relaxing my body. So that's how it is for me. Lots of other people don't talk about the more somatic, what's going on in their body. They're just doing it. So it may be different for you. I am not sure what other people's experience is. Let's do it again. Here we go for 12. Big breath in. Everything out. Big breath in. Hold. Inner body drawing up, outer body relaxing down. Exhale with a hiss. Short inhale. Hold. Let it go. Just breathe naturally for a second. Another thing we can do, so we could do the bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. I'm not sure with Jala Bandha. They're the root lock in your pelvis, around your diaphragm, drawing in and up. Neck is kind of taking it in and down. So if we do those locks, it's going to sort of give us this elongation inside of our bodies. Like we're thinking of that. We want to think of energy within our body having the capacity to go both up and down. So it can lengthen out, but it can also draw into itself. So we have these energy channels the Sushumna up the middle, the Ida and the Pingala going around it. This is an idea from Hindu Shaiva Tantrism. It's in yoga, but it initially, in my understanding, was developed in the Hindu Shaiva Tantra, which was like around the 600 to 1300, was thriving in India and in many areas around there. So let's take this again, final time. Also, it's in like Tumo, Tibetan Tumo, but a lot of those have the same roots, right? So it's coming together. And we want to have these different ways of responding to it. Like it's not just I draw in and up all the time. It's also I push down and out sometimes. So we have this relationship of both. And sometimes I'm doing both. I'm lengthening up the middle. I'm relaxing down the outside. So like a torus, up, out, down, in, up, out, down. That can be happening. It could be going the other way. And in reality, because I can tell you all about the energetic systems, they are probably interwoven, going in both directions at the same time to really support that. This is, we could say, an imagination exercise, but we could also say that it's maybe perhaps more subtle than what we can sense. So the subtle body. And within our own body, a lot of times there are holding patterns as we've responded to life where we start to learn, oh, I got to hold up here a little bit or make myself smaller there or really be big and really push it out. So we have these patterns within our bodies. And when we start to work with this energy stuff and the breath stuff, some of these patterns are probably going to start clearing. And then we have more energy. We have more room for ourselves to be people. We have more room for us to express, and we don't have to hold it together contracted, but we can go, oh, I can be more spacious about this. So here we go with last time. In through your nose, out through your mouth, 12 breaths. Good. Everything in, everything out, in and hold. You can draw in and up, engaging the locks. Relax out and down with your outer body. Feeling this excitation in the body and this release in the outer body. Soft hiss. Inhale, hold. Relax. And let it go. Soften, shake it out. So there are a lot of systems like Wim Hof or my teacher, Tim Vanderfleet, who are doing a lot of this with breath holds that last much longer. My goal right now is not to have these massive breath holds, but just to be getting in to touch with our breath and movement. So it's not, there's many ways of doing it. Sometimes try it one way, try it another way. I am a big experimenter, always want to try it all the ways. So don't think that you have to just do things one way. There is not one right way. There are multiple right ways, and all of them are different every day, right? It could be, this is the one for me today. So I'm doing this pivot, spiral with a pivot going onto the front foot, kind of like golfing. Not that this has anything to do with golfing, except the spiral with a pivot onto the front foot. And I don't know, I guess that's a lot to do with golfing. All right, then we're going to change it, stay in the middle, right in your central channel, moving through it. And the central channel isn't a thing. It's a concept, an energy pattern. And maybe you can feel that energy moving up and down the center of your body that we're spiraling around. It's not something that you open up your body and you go, oh, there it is, I can see it. It's a central channel. It's not like it's my spine, although it may be closely related energetically to your spine. All right, last one, we're going to flex the foot as we move away from it. So our weight shift is going to the back foot. Letting the spiral twist through your body, Great for your lymphatic system, doing these twists, weight shifts. Great for your tissue. Anytime we're getting that ringing, right? We're kind of like wringing out our body. We're giving a chance for the fluids in our body to readjust. And let's come in circles with the shoulders, big circles. Rib cage, lungs, and heart mobilizing. And then change direction, up and over. And then interlace your hands over your head, shifting from side to side with straight legs. Let me frame myself in the door frame. Moving through the vertical plane. We've got our up, down, and some side, side. Then I'm going to bend the knee I'm moving onto. Bending. So it's a bigger weight shift. There's a ripple of movement from the floor up to my arms, swaying through my body, making this as easy, like imagine like an elephant lumbering along gently on the savannah. No effort, just easy movement, big weight shifts. Good. And coming in, and let's do a spiral up, scooping, very different energy. Scoop and toss. Opening, finding that upper crust diagonal with the arms, with the upper body. Good. And then coming in, pelvis circling around. Let your head free up on top so it's not just rigidly holding there, but there may be some movement in your head and neck. Change direction, other way. Letting this move through your feet and ankles. So feet, ankles adjusting to this movement. And then we're going to come in, we're going to go parallel. If you have a set of weights, grab your weights. Ooh, I think I have some heavier weights. I'm going to grab them. I would say use light weights, but I'm going to go for the heavy weights just to get more out of this. So I'm using 10-pound weights. I would recommend anything between a 1 and 5. It's just that I have either 3-pound weights or these 10-pound weights. So I'm going to do a bend, straighten, press up, lower down, plie, straighten, press it up, come down, bend your knees, straighten, push it up, lower, bend, straighten, push up, lower, bend, straighten, press up, lower down, bend, straighten, press up, lower down, 2 more, bend, straighten, push and lower, last one, bend, straighten, push and lower. Heels together, knees over your toes, bend, straighten, press up, come down, bend, straighten, press up, come down, bend, straighten, push, lower, plie, straighten, push, lower. Much harder with 10-pound weights. Push and lower, 2 more. I think I used to do 6. I would have 2 sets of 3 in each hand. Last one. Good. Coming down. I'm going to circle one shoulder and then the other. I'm also going to bend my elbow, letting this mobilize my scapula, rotator cuff, rib cage, lungs, and heart. And changing direction, up and over. Big movement in your shoulders, in your ribs, in your lungs. Good. And that is it for these weights for right now. I'm going to take it down to the floor. I'm going to grab my weighted ball and have my cameraman adjust the angle. Take it down all the way down to the floor. Have a moment of just relaxing into the ground. Melt, let go. Feel your fluids of your body drawing down. So like your blood, your tissue, everything's wet inside there, right? We are bodies of water. And water finds the horizon really easily. Water knows the gravitational pull of the earth and how to spread. So let the water in your body just spread you out. Melt, spread, let go. Couple of big deep breaths. And then we're going to drop the knees from side to side, letting them fall one way, opening through the middle and the other way. Massaging out your hips, massaging out your lower back. Do this with as little tension as possible, so making it easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Massaging out your butt, relaxing your lower back, relaxing your inner thighs. A lot of people have kind of a constant clamp, a protection clamp going on in their inner thighs. Just let that go, just for right now. And then you're going to spiral across. Oh, take it deeper. Make noises. Oh, got a little adjustment there. Inner body hydrating, movement hydrating the tissue, hydrating the joints, letting anything that's out of alignment readjust and come back into alignment. Just inviting that idea into your body. So sometimes we have an injury and then we're constantly saying to ourselves, oh, this is out of place. There's a problem here. This is out of place. Right now, we're just giving our body a chance to readjust and come into alignment with itself. Take our hands on our knees, circles, lubricating up your hip sockets, relaxing your lower back. Relax your gut body. Relax your tummy. Tummy. I haven't said that word in a long time. I usually say stomach. Change direction. Your tum-tum. Go the other way. And then let's take a happy baby. Stretch it out, wiggle around, just free flow in your baby, letting go. Letting go of your adultness for a minute. Be childlike, be baby-like. Oh, there's a big breeze coming in through the window. Amazing, feels so good. And then bring it in. Lower your feet down to the floor. Let's pick up our pelvis in gentle circles, down towards the floor and then up toward the ceiling. Mobilizing your torso, mobilizing your spine, feeling your feet on the floor. And change direction, go the other way. We're mobilizing our pelvis, right? This pelvis is moving around. And as my pelvis moves around, my rib cage is moving around. My head is moving a little bit. And then I'm going to come into center. I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back, walk my shoulders close together. If you can't interlace, don't worry about it. Just push the floor away. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, bring it into center. Heels off the floor. Heels up, heels down. Flex your foot, lower down. Heels up, heels down. Flex and lower. Heels, lower, flex, lower, heels, lower, flex, lower, heels, lower, flex. Push with your arms, heels, lower, flex. Last thing, just the toes. Toes up, toes down. Toes up, toes down. Spread and widen, touch down. Up, down, 4, 3, 2, last one. Push up, open your hands, slowly descend into the floor, into the mat, into the earth. Shake out your whole spine, let that massage out your sacrum. Jiggle, 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 relax your belly, relax your guts, relax your head and neck. And then we're going to roll slowly onto one side, really relaxed and slow, and then pour your body of water over to the other side. You can go slower than me. Maybe you want to go faster. That's fine too. When we want to come into like a more somatic state in our body, more awareness, more presence, generally slowing down is going to help us do that. And when we do come into those more somatic states, that is where we sort of rest, digest, and regulate our nervous system in a down-regulated way. So with this movement, we're doing upregulation and downregulation like pretty quickly. Like we're active, we're doing something, and now we're letting our system receive what it's done and process it a little bit. So we're not just shoving off into the next moment, but giving yourself a moment to soften, let go, and receive what we've just done. Oh, we got the Peapod now. Squeaky Deaky was in here earlier. If you're worried about Peapod, she's a Manx cat. That is her tail. She was born that way. There's another good view of her little tuft. She's a very, very sweet cat. Manx cats are very one-person oriented, and she has definitely imprinted to me. I wonder why, because I spend all my time with her. Flex your feet up to the ceiling, hands behind your head. You're going to point, reach it out, bring it back up. So cross-body movement, contralateral movement. Flex, point, ceiling, reach it out. Press, reach, press, reach, press, extend, lengthen, reach it out. Push through your heels, long body, up, reach it out. I just saw something on Instagram. It was an article from the Wall Street Journal talking about how older women are bulking up. Older women are doing more to be stronger. What happens when you get stronger? You feel better. You feel stronger. You have more confidence. I highly recommend some kind of more active weight training, relax dancing, weight training, lifting weights, also known as weight training. Pole dancing, what a great way to get strong in your hands. Although it is likely that when you first start pole dancing, you will probably get injured because it's very intense and you're probably going to be doing things you haven't done much of before. But if you can ride it through, it just becomes amazing. All right, let's take our arms over our head. Deep breath in, stretch long, stretch one side of your body and then the other, feeling that continuity from your fingers to the soles of your feet. And if we think of it energetically, we're bigger than our body in the energy. We're not, it's all in here. It's everywhere. It's radiating outward. Energy isn't bound by our skin, right? Electromagnetic field. There are other fields or multiple fields of energy that we just don't have the sensitivity, most people, to see, sense, or feel. But when we start to do more subtle work with in meditation or in somatic, suddenly we start to go, oh, I can feel things shifting and changing in my energy pattern. Deep breath in, flex it, bend your knees, and inhale. Hello, roll it down. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Bend your knees, come up. This time we're going to backstroke. One arm, take it all the way down, stretch it out, bend your knees, backstroke the other way. Take it down, open it up, exhale, swimming through the space. Take it down, stretch it out, exhale. If you need to adjust this exercise so that you're not rolling all the way down or all the way up, feel free to take it halfway down. Don't do the whole thing and then just come up and do the backstroke. So you can skip this part and just join in for the backstroke. Inhale, open, exhale, inhale, open, exhale. Reach it out. Use your breath. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to take it halfway down, palms up, serve the sandwiches. Halfway down, palms up, serve the sandwiches. Moving through the horizontal plane, open it up. Exhale, inhale, open with our arms. Exhale, inhale, open. Exhale, this is our last one. Inhale, open. Hands down, pelvis up. Pressing up, drop it down. If you can take it, swinging it back, go for it. Inhale, exhale. If your body is long or your arms are short, that might not work. So if you can't go the whole way, don't feel bad. That is just the way it is. Although if you really hollow in your body as you go back, you can probably do it. Use your breath. 2 more. Make the breath commitment. press it up, pulsing up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it down. Hands on your knees, just pull back, lengthening out your wrists so your wrists get this chance to elongate. And there, internally and externally rotate your elbow eye. So arm in and out, the eye of the elbow moving. So we're moving our humerus, our upper arm bone, and our radius and ulna, the two lower arm bones, around each other. And relax, this one's spiraling around itself. Radius and ulna are spiraling around each other. And you want to have that mobility in there, especially in this day and age of screen time and little finger activities that aren't whole body inclusive, meaning you don't have whatever. They are whole body inclusive, but most people get a little cut off there. So we want to make sure that we're bringing the whole thing back online on a regular basis. Open it up into an X, radiate out, take a heel rock there. Let your body bobble, bobble head, bobble body. Relax your spine, relax your pelvis. See if you can send a wave of movement through your torso, letting go of tension. Little massage for the inner body and for the shoulders, lower back. And then release that, internally, externally rotate your legs. We're going to go with straight arm and straight leg. So let's reach out, point your toes, reach out through your hands, coming up the middle, and then lengthening it out. Coming up to touch, reach it out, bringing it up. So as my leg comes up, my shoulders and my hips are pretty much square to the ceiling. And I'm trying to make that connection right out in front of my center. If I was an X, I would be touching in front of that cross of the X, which I'm in the shape of an X, right? So touch in the middle of that. Open it up. We're going to do a body half. Elbow to knee, slide it out. Elbow to knee, slide it out. So this is a Bartenia fundamental. She was a Laban movement analyst, a physical therapist, a dancer, creative person who had a lot to do with the sort of beginnings of dance movement therapy. And she developed these little series of movements, exercises, to get your body doing a lot of the things that people might not do as much. And so this lateral flexion of the spine, this body half with the elbow and knee coming towards each other, is called body half. And this heel rock is also one of her exercises. She also does a knee drop. It's different than the way that I do it, but let's do it today. So you're going to let one knee fall, let the other leg fall, and then instead of bringing your legs back up, think of shifting your pelvis like you're smearing, your sacrum is the knife and you're smearing some butter on a piece of toast, and that brings your knees up. So one knee drops, the other knee drops. It's very relaxed. I leave my legs behind and I initiate with my pelvis smearing across the back of the floor, the piece of toast. Drop, drop, pelvis initiate. So it's coming from my torso, right? From here, I'm like, that is the first place to go back and down. Coming up. Other side, drop, drop, smear. This gives us a chance for those tissues to get a little bit of shear, right? Especially in my butt. As I shift my pelvis, there's this nice pull across my piriformis and my glutes minimus and probably medius, where I get this pull and there's sliding, gliding happening under there. Bring it back in, one more time each side, shift. Don't think about working hard with these exercises. Think about working the most efficient way possible. So the least effort. Work easy. Don't work hard. Don't spend your energy. Roll through. Yeah, so sometimes like people say in Western fitness, everyone's trying to spend their energy, spend their calories, and in Eastern fitness, or at least like Tai Chi and Qigong, people are trying to build energy. Let yourself take this onto your feet if you can. Right? Are you trying to burn off your energy, burn off your calories? Or are you trying to build energy so you have more energy? It's a good thing to think about. And the same exercise done with a different intention can do one of either things, right? A lot of times for me, what I'm trying to do in these classes is keep my body able to do the harder things. So I'm working a little bit of strength, flexibility, mobility, hydration in the tissues, freedom in the fascia, so nothing's getting too stuck. Good. Let's take it here and just do the stretch for your Achilles and your plantar fascia, taking it forward and backward. Knees to the floor, heels to the floor. If you don't touch down, that's fine. And if you need to move your hands, that's fine. Go where you can go with this. So you can always put your hands back. And if your knees are, you can't do deep flexion in your knees, then just do this a little higher, taking it forward and backward there. A lot more work in your legs to do it there. All right, tops of the feet to the floor, come up. We're going to do this knee exercise that helped me a lot, just coming down and bringing it back up. Taking it down, sit bones to your heels, bringing it back up. Down and up and down. I can make it easier by reaching with my tail and taking my body forward, or reaching with my head, or I can make it a little bit more work by trying to keep my body in the same line as I go down and up. I'm going to change it. I'm going to take it back on the diagonal and then bring it up. Taking it back into the tilt, bringing it back up. Taking it back. I only want to go so far as I can return from. 2 more. Good, and release that. Hands on the floor, reach out your legs, just take it into a plank. Find your plank. And then in your plank, let's take one knee in, reach it out, touch it down. Other knee in, reach, touch. Swing it in, reach your leg, touch, swing it in, reach your leg, touch, in, out, touch, in, out, touch. Alternating legs. Take it to a downward dog. Push through your hands. Bend one knee, bend the other. Look under your armpit. Find some deep stretch in your calf if you can, and Achilles. And let's take one leg up to the ceiling as high as it can go. Big split. We're going to cross it under, split it up, outer shoulder. Split it up, cross under, reach it up, outer shoulder. Third time. Reach it up, cross it under, reach it up, outer shoulder, touch it down, backstroke that arm. 3 times back. 1, 2, 3. 3 times forward. 1, 2, 3. Hand down, kick it up to the ceiling. We're going to pulse for 8. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Change it to the other side. Leg reaches up, cross it under to your elbow. Inhale, open, outer shoulder, stretch it up. Cross to your elbow, reach and open, outer shoulder, reach it up. Third set. Reach, outer shoulder, touch it down. Backstroke. 1, 2, 3. Front stroke. 1, 2, 3. Touch it down. Ceiling for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it down. Both knees to the floor. Let's give our wrists a break. Circle out, circle in, circle out, circle in, circle out, circle in, circle out, circle in. We're going to come to Do a hip thing and then a forearm plank. Hands forward, knees back a little bit, big circles with your hips. Stick out your butt, let it drop toward the floor. Diversity in your exercise program. You want to do different things. That's healthier for your tissue, healthier for your brain. I mean, if you're learning something new, go ahead and like dive into that. But if you are, some people tell me like, oh, I love Bikram yoga because it's always the same. I know exactly what I'm going to get when I get there. Which, if that's one of your things and you're doing a lot of other things, then great. But I have a lot of critiques of Bikram yoga, and not about him himself, but about the series. It's very lax twisting. You don't ever go upside down. It's very sort of one-dimensional. But it's great to do it in the heat, right? It's great to move in the heat, great to get that sweat on. And I've done it and enjoyed it, but I just feel like, oh, it's missing a lot of things. From a Laban movement analysis perspective, missing a lot of things. So we want to make sure we're getting a diversity of movement in our practices. Head forward, heels back. Maybe it's walking, swimming, dancing, doing something different forms of dance. Bend one knee and then the other. 1, 2, 3. Touching the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Twisting underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pelvis down. Bend your knees. Let your legs fall from side to side. Relax your body. Melt. Yeah. So you want to have in your movement practice, it's good to have things that like there is a form and a discipline and it's going to go like this and we're going to do these exercises in a certain way. But it's also good to have things where you have to think on your feet, like in playing sports. You don't know how the ball is going to go. You don't know how the teammate's going to react. And the same thing with partner dancing. You don't know the movement of the room. You don't know what your partner's going to do or not do, how they'll respond. So like different types of movement or contact improv like are going to offer really different things for us on multiple levels. Those are social levels, those are physical levels, those are brain levels. And it's good to be in something that makes you feel a little uncomfortable some of the time, right? We want to challenge ourselves. Opposite arm to leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Up, down, up, down, up, that ball, down, up, down, up, down. It's coming back. And then relax for a second, shake it out. We're going to come up and do regular Pilates, swimming with a pumping breath. Big sniff, big exhale out through your mouth. So it's deep diaphragmatic breathing. Off we go. Lift the whole thing up in an X, move the ball, radiate out, wiggle around, fly in a cloud, and then hands next to your chest. Arch all the way up, take it back into a child's pose. Melt and let go, shift from side to side. Inner body free flowing. Down here in the cat land. It's like if you have 3 cats, you pretty much have to vacuum like every other day. And with the heat and the just the heat, the humidity, all the things, up onto your head and then take it back. Good. We're letting our brain move inside our head as we're doing that. All right. Let's do one more thing here from all fours. You're going to take your leg out behind you. Let's do it from let's do it from our hands. Leg out behind you, lift it up, take it to the side, lower down. Lift to the back and lower. Same leg. Up to the side, down, up, to the back, lower. 3, 4, reach it long. 5, 6, 2 extra. 7, reach, and 8. Good. Take your butt back. We're just going to stretch for a second. Butt to the side of your heels that it wants to go to, and then the other one. Go back and forth a few times, just releasing. Let your head drop down. Check out the dust under the couch. Actually, under our couch, it's like there's some dust, but there's a lot of cat toys. A mess. I don't know why they make couches just like there's just enough room that it's really hard to get your arm underneath there. But if you're down on the floor, you can see. So it's collecting all the dust. Can't really get to it. Couch makers, give us another 2 inches on the bottom of that couch. All right, because I know all the couch makers are out there doing my exercise program. Leg out behind you, up to up. I believe they're called, well, I don't know. Up, I was going to say upholsterers, but that's not it. 3, furniture makers. 4, reach, 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 get it high. 5, 6, 7, keep reaching as high as you can go. Long leg, last one, 8, and release. Take your butt back, shift it from side to side. Surrender. I am now officially sweating. Bring it in, roll it up. We're going to do one more thing here. We're going to come into a forward fold in a wide position in our legs. Just hang down there for a second, bend one knee, bend the other, shifting your weight. And then we're going to get more diabolical. You can leave your hands on the ground, shift onto one side, flex that foot, bring it back, take it to the other side, flex, bring it back and up. You could be doing a smaller version of this, like that, or you could do it with no hands, which for a long time I couldn't do because of my knee injury, but now it is better. And I want to keep it that way, so I want to keep strong in my legs. Come into center, inch your feet in, let your head hang down, shake your head no, nod yes, let your skull weight dangle. From there, cross one foot over the other and just hang out in that crossed foot position. Breathe. Switch it, cross the other foot, hang out. Bring it back in, bend your knees, roll it all the way up to the top. And we're just going to inhale, open it up, exhale, bounce and shake, shake it out. If you can jump, jump. If you can't jump, just bounce. Inhale, open, exhale, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Enliven your kinesphere, enliven your energy. Agitate the inner body. We've hydrated it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, releasing any extra tension that you're holding on to that is not serving you, that doesn't feel good. Let it go. Shake it out. One gentle inhale and exhale. Let it go. Breathe. I kind of want to just do one last thing, which is a sounding thing, much more somatic than the exercisey stuff. And it might be kind of hard because I'm huffing and puffing right now. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, so what we're going to do is just, if you're done exercising, you can turn it off now. If you want to go a little further, we're going to do this movement to help move our brain and our inner body and to sound. So we're going to drop down into a more parasympathetic state, coming back in to the vagal tone, right? Where we're rest and digest, soothe and settle, vagus nerve. So what we're going to do is an sound. We're going to go like trying to get that vibration in the back of your throat. Then we're going to go to an NG sound, like my tongue is up at the back of my soft palate. So I'm going to go to So let's just try that. Just feel what that does in your head. Feel that shift of the location of the vibration of the sound and the pressure. We're going to add one more. It's going to be an N. So your tongue right behind your teeth. N, like never. So we're going to go n. We're going to go further with this. It's going to go ooh. That's it. That's the whole spiel. But we're really moving the shapes and kind of moving back and forth. And we come back to so it's guttural, soft palate, hard palate, teeth, mouth, and then lips. So teeth and tongue, like all of that stuff engaged. So ooh, ooh. Now we're just going to let it play back and forth. So you don't need to do this in any order. You might like one of them more than another one, so stick with that. Just a little bit of play. So this is like really somatics, getting that vibration into our body, bringing our awareness into what's going on in our body, feeling it, and playing with it. So we have just giving a lot of internal shaping inside our mouth with our tongue. You probably can feel things vibrating like in your sinuses, in your face, soft palate, inside. You can also put your hands on and feel what that feels like. So a couple more times with that. And you can also change it. So it could be like, let it be playful and think more like, instead of, oh, I'm doing these things, think I'm playing with these experiences and these sounds and these vibrations, and let it be playful and curious. So, this is interesting. Changing to whatever vowel sound, and maybe it goes somewhere totally different. Maybe you start making new noises. That's fine. Just try to stay present in your experience with curiosity, and don't try to rush it. Even though I'm a speed demon, I'm rushing around here. Like we could spend an hour doing this practice. Oops. As if you're moving this energy through your face, through your head, letting the vibration and the pressure change what is happening, hydrating the tissue in your brain, helping clear out whatever needs to be cleared out, right? Also nourishing parts of your brain. So we're not blocked and stuck up there, thinky, we're sensing and feeling. If you do this with your mouth closed, inhale through your nose. At the end of that, you're going to be bringing in that nitric oxide. So when we hum, when we're making humming sounds, we're creating nitric oxide. it's going to have a much more down-regulating, well, maybe not, but it can have a much more down-regulating effect. Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It's good for your bloods, but good for your vascular system, cardiovascular system. It's also an antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial. It was the molecule of the year in 1992 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know, like, what's that all about? How do you become the molecule of the year? Anyway, maybe it wasn't 1992. It might have been more recent. I think it is 92 though. Try it again with your mouth closed. It's like you're moving the shape of the sound inside your mouth. So your tongue is doing some work, back of the throat, creating space inside your face. All right, that is the end of our session today. If anyone made it that far, you win the prize. You did some somatics. And brava. Feel free to buy me a coffee, become a Patreon subscriber. I think I have one right now. I had a few more, but the business aspect of it is not my forte. So if you feel like supporting this channel,